Guys, and welcome back to Qtopia. Feels good to be back here in paradise, baby. And today we are going to be tackling some issues, listening to some guest feedback, and honestly, most importantly, getting rid of the biggest eyesore in the park. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a catch-all episode. We're going to do a lot of little renovations, a lot of little random things. Obviously, the giant coaster up on the mountain is going to be kind of our main focus, probably towards the end, but I just want to kind of get some of the smaller details taken care of. Obviously, we've really focused on just expanding as quick as possible, and we have so many rides and activities and things like that. We're looking good park rating-wise and guest-wise. We've got 4,200 people. I think around 5,000 is the max, so that kind of fluctuates throughout the day. It is really weird that we have such a big thing happening here. It seems like every single one of our guests is coming to the water park but not getting in the water. I personally, I don't understand what the infatuation with the water park is. I don't know if we're going to have to close rides and stuff eventually to get people out of the water park or what it is, because there's like, I mean, look at all these people just walking around, and it's all for a wave pool. Now, I think part of the problem is we have a ton of food and drink eateries over here, and I think we just need more throughout the park. If we take a look at our park rating, so we've actually been having the park reputation go down a little bit. We're at a 3.8 star. And I think we're going to be able to see what's going on with that based on guest feedback. So it looks like no rides that match my tolerances. That seems weird because we have some big rides, small rides, everything in between. Litter around, so we're going to have to get more trash cans and maybe hire some more janitors. Looks like guest service counters, we could use some more of those. And then, of course, food and drink, as well as bathroom, energy, places to sit. I feel like this stuff all needs kind of a boost. I don't know. I feel like guest interaction is just weird in this game. I think it's still kind of bugged a little bit because, again, look at these pools. Now, if we look at the, it is still summer. Okay, so it's summertime. These pools are open, and there's literally nobody using any of the pools or the water slides or getting in the wave pool or anything. There's definitely something bugged there. I'm not sure what it is. I have heard that if you pause your park and reload it and stuff, sometimes that can get it to work, or like opening and closing rides and stuff. We might try some of that. Also, another thing, it's funny because I just saw it on Reddit. Somebody had made a really cool F1 themed with like the pit stalls and things like that go-kart track, but nobody uses it, and nobody has been on our go-kart track since we opened it. So there's weird guest things that happen. Look at this. Everyone's coming in or leaving and instantly just going to the water park. We've got a huge lineup here, huge queue of people. I don't know if there's really much we can do about that. We've got four pool pass things open here. So I don't get it. Everyone's going to the water park. Nobody's actually staying there. I guess technically nobody's at the food stalls. So it can't be that. I don't know what the infatuation with this is. The good news is summer's going to be over soon, so we're going to shut down the entire pool side of everything, and then maybe we'll get some more people venturing out into the unknown. But yeah, let's see what we can get going. I'm going to start with this. We've got this little platform here. This is meant to be a stop on our monorail, and I feel like we definitely need some sort of a food court situation, kind of a hangout lounge area for people to get on and off and just kind of make this look nice. So we're going to bring this up a bit. Looks good. Maybe down just a tiny bit. Lower that intensity, drop it just a little bit, and then we could try to flatten this out. There you go. Let's get this nice and flat all the way across. This would be such a cool spot to hang out too with the waterfall. I wish the waterfall worked a little bit better, but that's okay. All right, so let's we're gonna get definitely thick pathway coming out here, beautiful. And then if we get the stamp tool, we should hopefully be able to make kind of a huge hangout area here. So we're gonna get this all taken care of. We'll get this thing nice and centered here. We've got kind of one pathway going to it. We could probably have another pathway that cuts around this way. I just feel like that'd be nice so that, people come in, they get it, they kind of keep their flow going that they want. They get whatever they need, the food, water, drinks, whatever. Almost a little pit stop, if you will, so they can kind of cut around the other side of the mountain here. Oh, we had trees inside the mountain. Well, good thing we took care of that. Sometimes that happens to the... Oh, we've got a lot of... Oh, I guess we probably did that when we built the walkway, pathway, cave thing here, and we just never fixed or got rid of that stuff afterwards. So yeah, this could be almost kind of like a little pit stop on your way. We can obviously build up trees and whatever else, and maybe a water feature or a little waterfall or something just to kind of give us a little nice place to relax. Oh my God. Okay. I just got a notification that swimming pool 46 is over capacity. I think we have people drowning here, so that could be part of the problem. We just have a continuous A continuous fall of people coming in here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave them. We hired lifeguards for a reason. Oh, we've got people going in the pool now. We've got 4 people. Okay, maybe just because we've been paused for a while. Yeah, swimming pool 43 is over capacity. This is another one. Everyone's just getting stuck. There should be ladders on these pools. There's no ladder? There's no way that's the problem, is there? Can people get out if there's a ladder? I mean, I think technically they're like a infinity pool, so like I don't think you need a ladder to get out. This one had a ladder on it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. We have people hanging in this one, just treating this. Yeah, see, people get out without ladders. Okay, we're good. I thought we had Sims to these people. I was gonna feel really bad. I'm trying to figure out how to get the what's it called on this? It's not letting me place like the entrances and exits. Oh, you got to click on it in there. Okay, hold on. It's station 16. There we go. Place entrance. So entrance is going to be here. Exit's going to be here. Beautiful. And then we need to connect some paths. All right. And you know what? I think we actually changed this. Station 16. Let's edit this. We're going to turn this. Hold on. We got to edit the whole thing. Edit the right. It's going to close it. We're going to turn this over here because we're going to have the entrance and exits loop around so it doesn't take up too much space in here. Okay, these could totally kind of come around like this, drop it down, get it attached. And then our exit can kind of do the same thing here. Just bring her around this way and then attach like that. Beautiful. Okay, so we can access that. Nothing crazy. We could probably do some sort. We should probably connect all these, I would think. Ooh, that's not going to work. At least have like a walkway there, I guess. Oh, you know what? This is kind of fun. I like that. All right, we could even put some sort of a feature or a bush or something in the middle. We're gonna have to raise the ground up back here, but that's nice, just to give us kind of an area to walk and you know, kind of have people in. We definitely need to add some sort of a railing at some point, but honestly, I kind of like that our park doesn't have railings. We are on our own private island, so it's survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? I don't want railings cluttering up the views, so if you can't handle it, then, you know, that's unfortunate for you. Okay, I lied. I feel like we do need to at least have this somewhat grounded in realism. So I say we do try to get get this to come down. Beautiful. We've got some railings. I like it. We can have this be a little bit more uniform on each side. How do I bring it up here? Beautiful. And then we can have it kind of come around. I don't want it to be too I want it to have like a nice flow to it. Not too aggressive, so we might have to do it in a couple of different batches. Kind of bring it around like this. All right, there you go. So a nice walkway. Might get decapitated by the thing. We got to fix that. There we go. I think that's a little bit safer. So we've got our entrance and exit there. You've got, you know, railings and stuff. Going to be able to hang on, not going to be falling off. And now I think we take some of this. We're going to expand this out just a little bit. We're going to have little markets and food stalls and maybe a little truck and stuff like that. We'll make this kind of a nice hangout area. I think a slush hour van would be fun. You know, this is kind of a bit of a vibey spot. So let's do a slush hour van over in the corner over here. Just going to see any sort of shops that we have. I feel like thirst is a big thing in this game, so we need to really work on thirst. We could have a gulpy. We could have a pip shot juice. A soda lightful, beautiful. So we've got kind of a drink line up over there. I guess we could have a couple food stalls. I'm going to move this guy over here. We're going to put him over in this corner, and then that way we'd have a little bit more space for food stalls. We could maybe put a food stall here, food stall here. I don't really have much of a plan for like the theming over here. I think it's just going to be kind of, you get what you get. Let's get some food and drink in here and make people happy. I don't think there's much else we can do. So we could have a little pizza pin. Sushi would be weird here. I'm thinking definitely a chief beef. For sure going to have a couple of toilets over here, and then we're gonna need to kind of doctor things up. Let's add some tables and chairs and whatever else, places to hang out, and then we can add some plants and trees and stuff. To be honest, could just kind of take the things that we have down below it. We have kind of a two-tiered food court here happening, but that's fine. Let's take this. We're gonna bring this up here. This is kind of our traditional look that we have going on, and we could just kind of sporadically place these. I don't know if I want them fully all in a row or how we want to do it. I just don't want the park to ever feel too stagnant, like it's you know, too perfect, but I guess we can kind of try to keep them in a row here. We'll do 3 on each side. I say let's do 2, then we could take these, we could do, I kind of want to make like some sort of a stage setup if we can. Maybe we have like another 2 over here and then another 2 over here. So they're all kind of spaced pretty evenly. That works for me. I'm just thinking kind of a basic stage like this thing. So if we put this guy here, one of the things they said is they wanted more entertainment. So I'm thinking we set up the like mascots. We honestly haven't done any of those, so it's my own fault for sure. Get this center with everything. That looks pretty good there. So we've got kind of an entertainment area happening. And then to be honest, we haven't really hired many people. Do we want, I mean, I like this guy, Bodie. We could put him here, and this is kind of his space to hang out and entertain guests, I guess. What's up, buddy? What up, Bodie? Maybe we should does he stay in this area? He's looking for work. I don't really know how to make him stay here, but that was kind of my ideal. Can we? He's already taking a break. Fair pay, content. All right. Well, we're oh, he's thinking about money. All right. We're gonna add a bunch of these guys because I think we need these guys all over the park, to be honest. So we're just gonna, you know, kind of sporadically place them. I'm not sure if they stay where they're at or what. I like the T-Rex for sure. We could honestly probably do a few of these. Obviously, the shark guy, we're gonna throw him over here in the water park for sure. Cosmic Cow, we could put her over here. You know, do a couple over near the food court, main food court areas. T-Rex, I feel like would look good over kind of in this area. That's literally the Gulpy ride, so that's perfect. But I also think kind of maybe back in here since this is a little bit more jungly. And then of course we've got our main mascot here, so we're gonna throw a couple of him next to his actual statue. So hopefully people are gonna enjoy that a little bit more. Speaking of hiring people, I'm gonna hire every single janitor that I possibly can. We need to fix the janitor situation. It's really not good. So hopefully we're gonna be able to make enough money to fix this. And we're down to a 4.1 star. I really don't understand. I don't know what happened now. The thing is again, it's really glitched. I keep getting notifications. Guest can't reach launched Hydro 2. Yeah, we're gonna fix that in a second. Don't worry about that. I keep getting notifications that guests are stuck and they can't get out. So like there's just something. We've got people actually using our lazy river now. That's exciting. Dude, I don't know what's going on. There's been updates. Maybe since we've been paused for a while, we've been building. Our park just needs time to fix itself. But it actually does look like people are using the pools now. Weird. Honestly, it's tough. I also think we're going to run into an issue. Like the further we expand, the more that we have, the more that guests are going to be, you know, rides are going to be fighting for guests' attention. So like this side of the park is kind of a little bit dead right now. That's because we've got a dead zone over here, but also like there are so many other things to do over in these areas. So I think eventually everything is going to be kind of empty. I think there's like a what's it called? I'm going to open up all these. Should help get some people over here. There's a guest limit, and I think it's around that 5,000 person mark, which we have been pretty much at our entire last, I don't know, 10 episodes. So it makes it a little bit tougher. How do I? There you go. That's open. Bathrooms are open and not charging any money, of course. Yep, free. Beautiful. All right. This would be a pretty sick monorail stop just to kind of see a lot of the park here. This is a good midday. You know, you started with the baby stuff back there. You're getting off here. You're getting ready to take on the 2 behemoths in the back of the park. But you've got a nice spot where you can take a little stroll down here, let a load off, relax, get some food and stuff, be entertained. Dude, this is really, really cool. I do think we've gotten a little bit lax on these. So there is a way that you can make it so that when you place your path, it automatically puts them down every so often. Since we haven't done that in a while, I think we just need to go through and do it manually. So I'm going to go through, can't have it on the curve there, but like every few feet, we definitely need to have a trash can and a place to sit, and hopefully that's going to help with our litter problem as well. This is about the least sexy side of owning a theme park, but unfortunately it's just a part of it. Even going to put it over here. We aren't getting into this side of the park yet. That's going to be coming in a very near episode, but we're going to make sure that we just have, I mean, every like 10 steps, we're going to have a trash can. I think we do something cool here. We need something really cool here. I have an idea, so we're going to hold off for doing too many trash cans. Oh gosh, dude, yeah, we really messed up here. We didn't have places for people to sit for quite a ways. We kind of got out of the habit of setting these up. Okay, so there's definitely something going on with the pools. It must have been a part of the most recent update because we have more people in the pools than ever before. I just got a Steam achievement for having over 500 people in pools at once. This could be the solution to our problem. Obviously, this is a bit of an issue here. We're just continuing to dogpile in there, but it looks like we actually have people lining up for the water park, which we didn't have as much of before. Now, there's nobody coming to this one. I wonder why. It's because it costs money. All right, let's go ahead and bring that down to 0. Let's make sure all of these are on 0. Looks like this one. A lot of people probably don't want to crawl up that many stairs, but, you know, I don't know what to tell you. It's just kind of a part of going to a water park. But, yeah, we have people lining up here, which is nice. We haven't seen that before, so maybe things are fixed. And, my goodness, dude, literally everyone is in this area. I think we could probably use... No, they're not really using the changing rooms there. Looks like our indoor water park is popping here. Absolutely love this thing. All right, so that's good. So I guess that kind of... It's a good example of why we don't see as many people over here. It's summertime. People are coming for the pools and stuff, but I'm sure we're going to get more people over here as the season goes on. Now, let's finish this guy up over here. This is sick. Oh, my gosh. I love this so much. All right, so we're going to get this guy back here like this. What a beauty. It's not doing the thing that I was hoping it was going to do. The water's so weird. The water doesn't really work as well as I would like it to in this game. If we have this... Ooh, is this going? It's kind of going now. But we could place this... Kind of place this like this. I really don't understand how the waterfall is supposed to work here, but I'm gonna try to get it so we have a little bit more water flowing. I mean, that looks pretty nice right there. So we've got kind of a waterfall happening next to our giant waterfall in the background, and it kind of gives us some vibes. We've got the side of the mountain here that you're gonna be able to go through. We obviously need to delete some of these pieces. Or honestly, being a part of nature like that, I actually really like that. I like that that cuts out. Obviously, this tree has to go, but the fact that you have physical rocks next to what you're doing is kind of cool, and it kind of makes it feel like the mountain is a little bit more alive. So we can grab another one of these guys, maybe flip this around a little bit so that it's not all perfectly symmetrical. But yeah, look at that. You're kind of going into the side of the mountain. Looks like it's all kind of a attached piece here. You've got little pieces of grass and stuff in here that go with the mountain. That looks good. You guys know your boy likes some small tropical plants. So we're gonna try placing some plants out here. Do we want this here? Do we want to try to do something else? Obviously get some more plants kind of along the baseline here. Just add a little bit to it. I like it. A little bit more greenery. Always love that. We don't want things phasing through, so we can get rid of some of this stuff, but a lot of it looks pretty good there. All right, so we've got kind of a natural little waterfall here. It looks nice. I actually like that we have, you know, a couple of different streams. You've got a mini stream behind it. Almost makes it a little bit more realistic there. It's not going to be one perfect steady stream. So we've got some open area here. I mean, I almost wonder if we leave that for now. We might be able to do something in here at some point, maybe like another little small ride or something. I would love to do like little couch plushes, like you can lay out in the lawn and just kind of look over the theme park, maybe delete a couple of these and make it so you can see out over, but we'll leave a little bit of space there. At least we have an open and operating monorail station. I do feel like we should get the last piece open as well, which is going to be this guy over here. I don't really know what I'm doing with this area, but we're probably going to have people get off here and go this way, I would think. I'm just going to start pulling the train up a little bit, try to make this a little more realistic, kind of a nicer, easier drop here. Just try to smooth us out. We want some verticality, but we don't want just straight cliff faces all the time. I'm trying to think. So this is some of our last prime real estate that we're going to have. Obviously, we're going to have coasters through here. We've got a lot of space back here. I would like to try to keep that as you know, clear as possible for more space. The thing is if we have people get off here, I just feel like it's kind of a weird walk back over this way. I'm gonna delete these guys. We don't need these back here. I don't think we can delete that. I mean, we could do something with this area. It could be another little food court. It could be, I'm trying to think, I mean, just kind of a nice, like a pond in the back of the park, and then you've got like a nice hangout spot that, I mean, it's kind of in a pretty cool spot. You've got a nice view here. Maybe we do something like that. We don't really have too much water in this area. Obviously, we've got this. We've got our water park over here, so a little bit more water back in the back. It's not going to be like a bright blue tropical pond or anything. I'm just thinking like a more natural pond. Dude, that makes me think we could do like a nature park or something. You know, oh, we've got a flexing frog. There's a pond pool, a natural pond. I mean, that looks pretty good. I don't know how tropical that is, but maybe this is going to be like a bit more of like a jungle type vibe back here. It'd be sick to have a nature walk. We just don't really have enough, you know, space for it. We're running out of space as is. I actually really like the idea of making this a little bit more nature back here. So I'm going to try to gotta be careful about the actual coaster there. We could even turn this into more of a nature ride or kind of a foresty ride. So I'm going to bring a lot of this up. We're going to try to smooth a lot of this out back here. We have a pretty dramatic drop off from the edge of the map, which can't really affect anything back behind that. So we need to make sure we're making all this make sense. Make sure we're getting all of this smoothed out here. Looking pretty nice. And then we can have a little drop off over here. We can fix the other little stuff later. I just feel like, you know, we're carving into the mountain back here. We have all this luscious greenery off in the distance. So this can kind of be a little bit more natural in that sense, a little bit less, you know, touched by man. So we're gonna have kind of a dirt jungle-y vibe going on for this stop, and maybe we can find some sort of a ride that matches that theme. We also kind of have that going on over here, so I feel like this side of the map is just a bit more rugged. Could have a nice pond back here. Yeah, I mean that's nice there. Got a nice little pond. I feel like we should kind of try to flatten this out a bit. Let's flatten this area. It's gonna look nice. Bring this around. To be honest, I have no idea where I'm going with this, so I'm gonna add a little bit more soil throughout this area. It's gonna be like rock dirt with a touch of grass. Just try to bring the earth back to its original form. Kind of an interesting colored thing we have going on here, but that looks pretty good. And then we could get some sort of like a little pathway to kind of go around. We could get some benches and stuff near the pond. I mean, this is nice. It's nice to have this, you know, in a theme park. Typically a pretty aggressive, you know, concrete jungle. So we're kind of bringing a little animal kingdom into this. Dude, I miss Planet Zoo so much. Playing this has made me want to go back and maybe play some more Planet Zoo. So we'll see what happens with that. But I would highly enjoy that for sure. Station 11, we're gonna have an entrance right here. We could put an exit right here. We're obviously gonna have a path connect. I don't know if we're gonna have the path run along this. I don't know how we're gonna do this. What kind of a path do we want? Do we want wood? Do we want a dirt path? I feel like a dirt path would be weird. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I guess that kind of fits the vibe that we have going on back here. So let's get a nice dirt path area set up. Making this so it's a bit more of like a hangout where people can just kind of frolic around wherever they want. I think we could get some jungle themed eateries and things like that put in here. This was not on my radar today. I have no idea where I'm going with this, but we're just gonna keep going for it. I like the idea of having some sort of a pond that people can hang around, so we're just gonna keep rocking here. All right, so it's kind of a jungly patch. I think we can paint back over that, can't we? If we want to make it, yeah, you can make it soil and rock and anything else. Okay, perfect. So we can kind of get the dirt path out of it. We should have just done the clear path. You could do a clear path too, but all right. So we've got that there. Then I'm gonna say let's get a line path. Instead we're gonna do the natural path here. Probably make this a little bit bigger. And we could have like a kind of a nature walk style back around through here that connects there. Maybe, I mean, we could potentially continue to bring it down this way. I don't really know. We'll think about adding that later because there's room back there. We can add more stuff back there. But yeah, this is kind of like a big hangout. And then we should probably have like an official walkway that comes down this way. Maybe a little pedestrian bridge up over the monorail, or we could probably skirt this. I feel like we put these a little bit too close together. You know what? I think we take this. Let's bring this out. We're obviously gonna have to make a little cut through there. But then this is gonna be kind of the same level as what we had before. I don't know if I love that either. I mean, we could really stick with the woods thing. Hold on. Let's just take this natural path. We could probably make it a little bit bigger, at least towards this end. Or maybe we just make it a small one. I like the small one. We could do like a walkway up this way. Intersecting terrain, what do you mean? What? There it is. Okay. And then we could fill this in with a bunch of trees and water and things like that. So it's like a really cool walk through a jungle that you just happen to be next to roller coasters and a monorail going by. I don't know, dude. We're gonna try to doctor this up a little bit. What do temperate trees look like? Should we try to really make this woodsy, temperate, annual? We don't want annual trees. This is a tropical island. I mean, this is kind of cool. You got a little thing back here, a little nature preserve. Obviously, we're gonna have to fix trees that are in the monorail system and whatever else. This is not typically what you would expect out of a tropical theme park, but I like that it's something a little bit different. We've got different strokes for different folks. There's a baobab tree at Disney in Orlando. You wouldn't find a baobab in Orlando, but you know, we do have an African tree here. Seems like a kind of weird spot for it. I do feel like we need to build up the Viking side of things. I really want to get a cool Viking village going. We're going to be working on that in a future episode, but this is still pretty cool. I want different vibes for different areas of the park, and this is for sure a different vibe. Try to get these trees away from the coaster as well as away from our walkway. Gonna have everything tie in here. That would hurt, going through a giant tree. That would not feel very good, so we're gonna move these guys a little bit. I feel like this is gonna really give some more vibes to this coaster. I like this a lot. Move this guy over a little bit. I mean, look at everything we have going on here. We could add some other little ponds and stuff. Got a nice little hangout area here for people to be able to sit and enjoy the forest around them. I like the mix of the plain green plants, but I really like all the colors that we have going on here. Like this white is really nice. Let's move this back a little bit. Put that there, duplicate it, bring it over here. All right, so we've got like a little tree garden thing happening over here. Maybe a little more color, a little pop of red over in this corner. Beautiful. So this is all just kind of like a walkable area. If we take our first oh, it never lets you do, I don't know why it doesn't let you do that, but you can just walk off. I mean, look at this tram station, dude. Are you kidding me? You could just walk off. You could come pop a squat if you want. You could appreciate the pond that we have going on over here. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. It's a long cry away from the concrete wasteland that lies out there. Dude, this is sick. So I kind of feel like we could change the colors on this and we could make this a little bit, we should probably just delete this tree that's kind of in the way. Can we get something a little bit smaller? Can we change the scale of this? We're gonna find a different type of tree to put there. But I feel like we could change the colors on this thing. So let's, oh, we never even opened this, huh? We can go ahead and open it. The color palette, we're definitely gonna want something a little bit more woodsy. Reds and browns and blues, and just kind of bring her back down to earth a little bit. Trying to follow the track here and see what trees need moving. Obviously that one's not gonna work, but it could probably work there. Yeah, this is pretty sick here. Oh shoot, I forgot this was the spinny one. I really don't like the spinny ones, but basically you're spinning through the jungle now, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're gonna restart that. I don't want to watch myself spin like that, but I think we gotta bring a little bit more forest in through here. We're gonna think about what we're gonna add. We might be able to add some more coasters. Obviously we need to fix this guy as well, get rid of all those support beams, but this is gonna be a bit more of kind of a foresty area as we get into more of the tropical beach vibe over here. So we're just going to kind of have everything continue to flood this way. That looks good. Now, the next thing I wanted to take a look at is this over here. Please tell me pirate ship bar. We need like a giant, not a tiki bar, but like a pirate bar, a swashbuckling pirate bar. Pirate dryer restroom, that's kind of cool. Resort pool area, that's gorgeous. We might save that for a future episode. Oh my goodness. Okay, that gives me some ideas there. Pirate high dive, pirate ship, slush. This is kind of a piratey thing here. I don't mind that. Granny Shakes. I was hoping for a pirate ship bar. Pirate ship restaurant. This is perfect. Okay, exactly what I was looking for. I want to try to fill in some of these empty spaces here. Like this space we're going to be able to use for other stuff. I kind of wanted to put it here so you're looking out over it, but I feel like nobody's really going to be paying attention to this. So let's fill this up with some pirate themed stuff and kind of continue this around over here so it all, kind of works. We do have a pirate ride we could do, which is kind of interesting. I don't mind that right here. That's kind of cool. All right, so we've got another pirate flat ride, which we don't normally get to see. So let's go ahead and let's connect this out here. Beautiful. Not gonna charge anything for this bad boy. We can open her up. All right, and then I say let's get that pirate. Let's pause this. We've got a giant pirate ship restaurant here. Yes, this is absolutely a necessity. So I'm going to put this back towards the back. It's going to kind of overlook everything. Technically, we could put it on the water, but I feel like it looks kind of cool that it's up above ground here. Like, we could put it here instead. If we wanted to take this pirate ship out and move this whole thing over... I mean, inside the lagoon is actually pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Get it down in the water here. This way it kind of performs a bit of a double duty. Dude, that is insane. All right, so I mean, these guys could be fighting, but I feel like it kind of jumbles things up a little bit. So I'm sorry, buddy. You gotta go. Get your top pieces there as well. Now we've got an actual functioning pirate ship that people are gonna be able to visit and do things on. There's a coffee bar over here to watch as people go by the lazy river. Oh my goodness, dude, this is gonna be the best park of all time. All right, let me continue this. I don't know how they connected that, to be honest. We might just have to do our own pathway. Shoot, what is intersecting terrain? Why isn't it? Don't tell me we're not gonna be able to put this thing above the water. There's no way. What is intersecting? I don't understand. Don't tell me this is intersecting. I know it's not. Can we, if we take this off here? Oh, does it maybe a different path type? Hold on. Walk the plank. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I freaking love it. Let me get this first person camera. The fact that we have a pirate ship coffee bar out here now is absolutely ridiculous. And you could be sitting out here watching the lazy river go by as you're in your little pirate lagoon. All right. This is insane. Let's make sure we get all these things open. And we're continuing to add to the food and drink thing for sure. So we've got a chief beef. We've got restrooms. We've got a soda lightful. That is just absolutely ridiculous, dude. I love that so much. We've got a thing across the way. I think I got a couple other pirate buildings. There is a pirate changing room, which honestly would work kind of over here for people that were going to end up going towards the water park. So this is another... Oh, it's got a working shooting cannon thing. All right. So I'm going to have this here. Dude, that is... How do people do... Dude, that is insane. I love that. Okay, so we've got a pirate changing room here. We've got a pirate cove archway. I'm going to try to get all this set up nicely here. So we can set this like this. We've got kind of a weird angle happening here, so I just want it to be all, you know... all good. Let me move this guy down a little bit so that we have the actual hooks attached to the ground. Beautiful. That looks good. So our changing rooms are going to be open there, and then we can grab another path and just kind of attach it just like this so that people can get through. The path thing is always a little bit messed up, to be honest, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. All right, so that's just one big area people can go. Obviously, we're going to fill this with sand, and I think we take a lot of the, you know, kind of like pirate rocks and stuff, and I think we start lining those around. Obviously, a bunch of palm trees and stuff. I don't know if we want to do some sort of a pirate ride over here. We'll save that. We could tie it into this or something later, or we could keep it. I mean, it is kind of pirate. It's kind of next to the western. I don't know. Maybe we bring this out this way and we do another themed ride like that. I'm not sure, but that's, you know, high value real estate right there for sure. Just gonna do some of the random stuff that we can find here. Little shipwreck shelter. Maybe an old school shipwreck. Obviously, this has not seen daylight in a long time. Maybe there used to be water in this area or something, but just to add a little bit more scenery, let's definitely grab some of these rocks. We want to have these littered throughout. Probably a big wall of them along this backside, just to kind of lock in the pirate area, you know what I mean? So that it's its own thing. So I'm going to work on starting to build a wall here. Placing these pieces is literally like half the job of playing this game. Oh shoot, I just realized we need an exit for this thing. Oh no, we need to bring it around this way. Hold on, we're going to be fine. We can fix this. Get this here, delete those, and then we're going to have to take this path. We're going to have it come around this. Oh, shoot, you can't go to the water. We can bring it around like this. It'll go back to the bathrooms, and then we'll just move this stuff. Okay. Woo! I'm really glad I noticed that. We were having issues with people not being able to get on it when I unpaused it for a minute, and that would definitely explain why. So that's going to drop you off over by the bathrooms. We could also pretend this is kind of a gift shop, so, you know, just like they do at Disney, Universal, and everywhere else. You get dropped off and they beg you to spend some more money. It's not like you haven't already spent, you know, hundreds, or if you're a family, thousands of dollars to be there based on your you know, tickets and hotels and everything else, but they're gonna keep milking you as much as they can. All right, we need a little bit less intensity on this. We're gonna have some sand kind of coming up the wall there, mostly sand through here. Kind of blend this back out, make it look nice. We've got sand happening over here too, so that works. Keep the bottom of that looking nice. Blend this grass back in. Looking good. We'll be able to fix that with time. But all right, yeah, so we've got a lot of water, a lot of sand in this area, looking pretty good. We've got a new pirate themed restaurant, pirate ride, bathrooms or changing rooms and stuff. All right, this is looking good. I like that we filled a little bit of space there. I don't really know what we want to do with this here. This could be maybe another food court or something at some point. I mean, this is so close to our big area. I'm really trying to be smart about what we do with space. So probably going to leave that alone. Just kind of looking through. We might be able to fit something important in here. I'm glad we got this guy taken care of. I feel like this could have maybe a little bit more rock to it. It looks like it's a little bit too, little too perfect grass. This is still a part of the mountain, you know what I mean? So we're gonna rock and rough rock this up a little bit. I like the grass, but not too much of it. There you go. That blends a little bit better. Obviously, it'd be a little green due to the waterfall, but everything else, let's take it easy. We could fit another ride in here sometime. Definitely another ride in here. This is kind of our smaller section. I feel like I'm happy with what we did here. Obviously, our next big expansions are going to be over here. There's going to be some smaller flat rides, which we've got a lot of research points. We need to start spending those at some point too. I like where we're at. I think we really try to tackle this thing. So let's go ahead and put it into testing. Let's hop on. Let's see what we're working with here. Why on earth did this ride not get approved by OSHA? I can't understand why, because there's a broken neck right there all the way up. You broke it back, and oh my god, dude. So this is the first ride many episodes ago that I like this part a lot. I think if we can get to, ooh, that's a little rough right there. And obviously we're gonna have to fix this part too. Basically, it's the first ride I custom designed, and I was trying to make the most intense ride I possibly could, and obviously we just did not hit the mark there. So we're gonna have to fix this thing up, and it's gonna start with just deleting this whole section. Shoot, we can't delete it like that. You need to go in like this. And we're going to start here. Oop, nope. I want to go, well, I mean, we're going to have to delete both ways either way. We'll keep it here. I still want it to be fast. I just don't want it to be crazy fast. So let me stop that there. And then let me select this. And we're going to have to delete all of this part. I also think we're going to have to delete this part here. Okay. So this part's a little bit rough too. I think we're gonna have to keep going back. That's just a bit too aggressive of a turn. I think we were avoiding the edge of the, oh, we weren't. Okay. So if we go back to here, now this is a good coaster. Everything that you see so far, this part, that's it. I think what we have to remember is this thing is already going to be so scary. So we're going to target like 60 miles an hour, which is already pretty fast. I'm not going to lie. Acceleration, we could definitely bring down a bit too. Catch car, return speed, track supports, everything looks good. Okay. So we're going to have one section. I think that the cool part about this is you're up so high. So speed really isn't that important. We're going to do one section there, and then I think we just make this kind of a, it's an F1 style car, so I think we make it like a really cool, curvy, angled, just give it some action. You're going to work your way around this mountain. You're not trying to go flying off the mountain. You're going to work your way around it. So maybe we come down like that. Flatten back out. Keep going down. Kind of bring her back this way. You can curve her back around. I mean, this is still going to be a ridiculous drop, dude. You just got to make it a little bit more floaty because it was... Dude, what the fudge? People are flying out of this thing. There's no question about that. So here, we're going to have a turn, curve, up a little bit. Kind of bring her close to the mountain here. I think this is pretty cool. Yes, this is it here. Keep her curving. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. I think we need a little more. We don't want to lose too much height here because, every bit of height that you lose, you're going to have to gain that back. So maybe and you can pretty much only gain height on straights. Bring this up around here. Up around here. I don't know how we're gonna get height back. I mean, this is sick. We're going into the mountain next to the other coaster. All right, give me a second here. We could do some more hydraulic launches. I think we need this angled a little bit better though. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to get us up out of there. Let me test where we're at right now. This might be pretty sick here. Hold on, let's exit this. We're gonna enter testing and let's see what we've got going on. I'm nervous about this, but let's see. Oh my goodness, dude. So you pause, you get a little jump. We could probably make it go a little bit faster. You almost get inverted right there around the mountain. Beautiful. Into the side of the mountain. Obviously gonna open this up, make it look a little bit better. We're gonna need more speed, but we could potentially use that. I also wonder if we get going a little bit faster. Here, let's cut a lot of this part of the mountain out. The problem is we gotta be careful because I don't want to cut into the actual coaster behind it. Like we've got two coasters happening over here, but I think we're okay. I like the idea of it being open to the what's it called on this backside. I don't like that it pauses. So we need to stop that pause for sure. I don't necessarily want it to be going through a cave. I want it to just be on the side of the mountain. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to be a cave. We have a lot of cave rides already. I'm just gonna try to flatten all this out here. Oop, hello. We've got a generator back there. Let me just hide that again. If I change these, I don't like that it stops there. If we have these here, what happens with that? So we're basically just wrapping the mountain here. Is this... That gets them enough speed to continue. I do think we could make this a little bit faster. So I'm going to say like 60 feet per second, nothing crazy. 100 mile an hour target looks pretty good. We've got these guys down here we can make a little bit faster as well. I'm going to say acceleration rate of 13 feet per second and 8.1 miles an hour. That's really not that bad. So we're going to send it up this way. We can keep at it. I want to kind of hug the mountain. I like being next to the mountain. I just think that's kind of fun here. So let's get this kind of turned in a little bit. We don't want to completely stop it from raising. Have it something like that. You can kind of surf the mountain a little bit. Let's reduce our height. Keep it going this way, but then we can cut back this way. Turn it. Keep reducing height. Looks good. I just like the swoopiness of it. I think you're appreciating a pretty intense ride, but also really just kind of appreciating the views here. And slowly making your way back up top so that you can get back to this start is my plan. So we can have them come around this way. Probably gonna need to make that turn a little bit tighter. Well... We can go up, bank it tight. There it is. You kind of get a little glimpse of the water over there. You come back around this way. Now we can flatten things out, bring her around this way. Let's get her flattened out here. Then we could go, if we make this 0, we could give you one more little boost. Back to this, and we're gonna start, we're about the same height. Okay, that was actually pretty well executed there. Come around this way. Shoot. I'm gonna have this line up nicely. Have to increase height a little bit. Come around like that. Beautiful. Let me pause this. Can we get this to connect? Get them lined up nicely. Confirm that. There she is. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Been man versus coaster here. Let's see how this thing goes. So we're hitting about 100 miles an hour here. Obviously picking up some speed as we swoop around. You're gonna see kind of the forest part that we were looking at. You get a little boost of speed here. Please tell me we can make it all the way up. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Kind of some leisurely. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Okay, so we need something in this area. I mean, this is a cool coaster. Don't get me wrong. You see the entire park. You get quite a bit of thrill here. I mean, you're potentially getting thrown out of your seat in that part. Then you get to see the, you know, natural beauty of the island back in the back here. This is sick. It doesn't have the twists and turns and craziness and upside down and everything else of a lot of the other coasters that we have in our park, but it's still pretty cool. So we're gonna get the little boost there. Please tell me we have enough to get up. It's gonna have to be even more, isn't it? Shoot, dude. It gives you a moment to appreciate it. thought this was going to catch us and propel us further, but it doesn't really, does it? Okay, I think we've got it this time. Here we go. Coming up, you carry all that speed. You've got a bigger boost happening here. I feel like we could have a little bit more bank there, but it's going to bring you back up around here, keep you going, and you're going to get back to where you started. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we just had to make a bigger maglev boost back on the backside. We could, I mean, these we could have made a longer maglev. I feel like it works. Or maybe, hold on. If we make these the maxed out maglev boosts, you'd come around this way, you'd come around the mountain, you kind of naturally slow down a little bit, and then you're hitting the second part of the ride. End of day report made 800,000. No, that doesn't really work as much. I think you want to keep the momentum of coming around the mountain when she comes, so we're going to go back. We're going to keep those as they were. Looks good, man. So we've got a coaster up on top of the mountain. It's not quite as crazy as the first one that we did, but it works. All right, so let me pause this, and what we're going to do is we're going to fix up the stuff around here. Let's get our line stamper, and we're going to try to stamp all of this out so it's all even. I think every single one of these things up here should have a fence line around it for sure. Okay, so we've got everything covered off there. Not going to be getting sued by anybody. The best view in the park up here. But we're obviously going to have to actually get people up the mountain. So we're going to need to get a cable car up here and have it run down off the mountain, which I don't know how we're going to do that. So this thing is testing. Can we open it? Oh my goodness, we can open it. It's going to be a tough one. It's got a 3.5 prestige. I want to see what the testing results are. We've got a 545 excitement, a 1012 fear, and an 849 nausea. But we are within the means of human ability to keep this thing open. Okay, so the last thing, this was the dumbest thing we did. I like the mountain. I think trying to build a coaster on top of it was a bad idea. The last thing is to figure out how we're going to get people up to it. So I think, just to keep things out of the way, I think what we do, let's take our tool here. I think we're going to flatten out an area here for our guy, and we can make this look a little bit more natural. We can pull this out so that it's, you know, kind of a part of the mountain. So this is going to be where our what's it called comes in, the lift. Let's make sure the actual top part of this is purely flat. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna take our lift. We're gonna have people get in and out there. Put that there, and then it's gonna come off this way. And this, I mean, honestly, this is gonna be one of the coolest parts of the park, for sure. So it's gonna take you down the side of the mountain, flatten out, turn, dual turning track. Okay. Probably could have flattened out a little bit earlier. Let's flatten out there. Do the turning track and turn. And we can bring this back this way. We're going to flatten out. And then we're going to go back to a straight track. We're going to have it be longer. And it's going to go down. Back down like that. Obviously, at some point, let's hold that for now. We're going to need a flat area down here to have it come down to. So this is kind of going to be kind of our loading area. Flatten out here. Can we do... Here's a loading area with board and D-board on that side. Perfect. And then we can have that guy there. And we could bring the mountain back up to this. Oh my goodness. Did we have an actual working track that can get up there? Okay, so let's bring this mountain back up. Let's make it a bit more part of the mountain here. Looking good. Obviously, that's not going to work there, so we're going to have to bring that down. But let's, I mean, if we... No, we don't want it there. We need to go down just like one millismidgen and then flatten out from that. There you go. Okay. So we got a flat track here, all the way to the mountain. Looking good. Obviously, we're going to turn this back into rock and stuff like that. We're going to get our pathway tool stamp builder. We've already got this set up. Perfect. So we can have all of this right here. All the way across. Little staging area. People are nervous or they just want to take a moment before they get on. We could put some tables and stuff out here. And then we can have a path, a big path that connects through here. Probably not that big. Is that part of the problem? Just doesn't like this grass over here. The ground type. If we push this down, should be able to bring a path. Why can't... Sometimes it gets weird about connecting paths on a corner. I don't know why it does it. Let me push all of this down. Get all that away from here. And that should work. Oh, what in the world? You know what? Let me pause this. It's saying it's too steep. So what if we get rid of all of this? And we just continue this across. So we can have that do that. I don't like the, we need to, let me take this. We're going to customize it. We're going to get rid of all the fence line things. I like fences in some areas and railings and stuff, but I feel like sometimes it gets really cluttered. We might change it up later. It's really easy to be able to change it however you want. But now we have that. Then we can take, ooh, what happened here? I don't know where he came from. We could take this, bring him in like that, take this, bring him in like that. To be honest, none of this stuff was working out really well anyway, so we can bring all of this back, delete all of this. And then we're going to be able to reconnect it there and up like that. Okay, that works a lot better, and that way everything's all connected and you've got an easy route up to the side of the mountain. I love it, dude. This is finally starting to look good over here. This was a very ambitious project, I guess we could call it, but it ended up working out. All right, so we're going to do the same thing pretty much for up here. Let's grab our stamp builder. We're going to get kind of an entry area here, and then we probably take a smaller path and leave from this and come up to here from under the coaster, which is not going to work. All right, so I guess we're going to have to come this way and have it come up and around. All right, that works for me. Probably could use some railings up here, so let's take this and customize that all the way. This one up on the side of the mountain, we could probably use railings literally everywhere you are. All right, so we have an actual functioning plateau, a way to get up there, and everything else in between. I cannot believe it. Obviously, we need a little bit of a terrain brush, get some more rock going on up here, hide a lot of that grass. I like that it made our mountain a little bit more jagged all those times that we tried to fix it and you know, add different ways up there. We're going to do some more rock, some regular rock. Just kind of mix things up a little bit. There we go. All right, so you have a functioning car going up the side of the mountain. Let's speed this up a little bit. So this is going to be max speed. That's a little bit too fast to appreciate. We'll put it on 2x speed. Look at this, dude. It's building a roller coaster up here is it's so cool that you can see the coaster coming around there. It's unrealistic to have something like this, but like, I mean, I've seen ski lifts that are this, you know, steep before. So you come up here, you get a little turn, you get the best view in the entire world. You're going to continue going up the side of that thing. We can't fully open it yet. Got 3 excitement, 1 fear, 1 nausea. That's exciting. So we're going to let that thing continue to test. But that's going to take you up here where you're going to be dropped off. You're going to come up. You've got an entrance. You've got a bathroom here. I would think probably at least a couple, at least 2, maybe a third over on this side, spots to hang out. I would put like restaurants and stuff up here, but to be honest, I don't want to cause any sort of a bottleneck. I really just want people to come up here to ride the ride and enjoy the view. So my goodness, I think both of these, can we open this? Checklist is incomplete. Oh, what? Oh, we need entrances and exits. Oh, that's easy enough. Place an entrance right here. Place an exit right there. Same thing. Down here, we could place an entrance and then place an exit. And now we can open this bad boy up. So she is open. She is running. This thing is open and running. Doesn't cost any money. I'm sure eventually we're going to get some people going up there to enjoy the view. But look at that. Honestly, the skyline of the park looks a lot better. Let me grab a first-person camera. Let's head back towards the entrance plaza area. You remember when we had that big, ugly thing up on top of there at the start of the episode? Now you can just see cable cars off the distance. You're like, oh, wow, I got to go check that out. That looks amazing up there. Look at all the coasters and everything going off. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just kind of a little housekeeping episode, fixing some things up. To be honest, I feel like we could do like 4 more hours of this, but we're going to save that for future episodes. Next episode, I think we are going to be getting into this. Obviously, we've got a new high demand for the pool areas. We're going to be making an adults-only resort up on the overlook. Look forward to that, and I'll see you guys there. Peace out.